What is it, be back in another video? In today's video, man, I got something crazy for y'all, man. We're gonna go crazy here. I had a crazy high kill game this game, and I won't talk for too long, so you guys can enjoy the gameplay. And in this gameplay, man, I dropped like, I think 60 something kills, man. I go crazy with the AK. The AK is one of my favorite guns in this game by far, bro. Like, I mean, the amount of, like, I think, what, 20 hours put in the game so far, I'm just loving the AK, dude. It's just a solid weapon all around, so, recommend using it, man. And as you're seeing this video, as you most likely have already seen, I do have the AK Gold. I'm working on the 54 version, which is the 545 by 39 chambered AK. Now, this video is kind of want to go over what my opinions on the game are as they are of now, with the game being out for, what is it now, 48 hours. It's been fully out for everybody in the world by the time this video will be posted. And I think my opinions are relatively in the middle. I don't necessarily think the game is insanely amazing, but I don't think the game is nearly as bad as, say, Cold War, Modern Warfare 2019, Warzone, or Vanguard. The game feels true to COD with some nice changes and some pretty negative changes, I would say, overall. We'll kind of break it down into two chunks, the good and the bad, and then at the end we'll kind of just say what's kind of in the middle, but there's not really many things in the middle. It's either just good or bad. Starting off with the good, the camo system. I'm assuming you all relatively knew this was coming. This is going to be the first thing I talked about, and some people are saying that the camo system is good, and others are saying it's not. And some are saying it's not, obviously. So I kind of want to discuss why I believe it's the best camo system we've ever had, and why I believe people are hating on it. First, let's describe how the camo system works. Now that I've had some guns gold, I kind of have a better understanding of it. It was really hard for me to understand that when people were explaining it, but now that I'm in it, I get it. So there's 51 guns in the game in total, or 55, but 51 of those you need to get gold in order to earn the Orion camo, which is the master camo. It's basically the next stage of Damascus, which would be from Modern Warfare 2019. It's the best way of describing it. And in Modern Warfare 2019, you earn Damascus by getting, Obsidian by earning Damascus, which you had to get every gun gold, and then you had to get a certain amount of kills with every gun in a bunch of different matches, and that's how you earned Obsidian. Now in this game, it kind of is a little more basic. So most guns, no gun in the game is going to go over 30 levels from what I can see. From what I understand, most guns average around 20 to 21, with some outliers being 16, 17, and some outliers being 30 and 27. That's kind of the average. I'm assuming those will change over time. I'm assuming new weapons will be higher or lower, or they could stay in the same pattern if they want to go on, which I'd be perfectly okay with. First off, I want to say that 30 max cap, at least for what it looks like right now, is a great step in the right direction, because I've always been one for less attachments equals better gameplay. I feel like in the years since a lot of attachments have been introduced, we have gotten cooler setups for guns, but we've also ran into the problem where the guns have become less enjoyable to use, because you're so focused on getting the attachments, and then by the time you unlock the attachments, you're so tired of using that gun that you don't want to use it no more. So a great step in the right direction. So once you get the weapon to max rank, you will have the ability to unlock all 4 camos. You earn at every 6 levels or so. So you get 1 camo at the beginning. Then I think it's another one at 8, 14 I think it is, and then at 20, or whatever the max level for your gun is. Each challenge is basic and super easy to comprehend. You only get 4 challenges per gun, unless they're the shield, the launchers, and the knife. And the reason for this is because the launchers, the knife, and the shield do not have attachments. And so how they came about this was, you still need to get your gun to level 11 but once you get to level 11, you only have one challenge to do. So it's really basic. I think the knife is get like 50 kills or something to get it gold once you get level 11 on the knife. It is super easy, super quick, and straightforward. Now, the rest of the guns in the game, snipers, LMGs, battle rifles, marksman rifles, SMGs, ARs, all that type of stuff, shotguns, pistols, all have 4 challenges each. But it's not as simple as it may seem, because once you unlock those 4 challenges and you complete them, most of them are easy. For example, the M4, for example, was double kills, 50 kills, 50 ADS kills, as well as kills from behind. Now, to get it gold, you would have to get 3 kills without dying 10 times, and I believe this is every AR. I haven't tested this for snipers or any other classes, but I'm sure you guys can find some YouTubers like Lego Unlocked who can better judge it, because I think he has platinum guns already in some categories. I've been a little bit behind because I didn't get to play early for New Zealand, so I'm a little behind, but I'm catching up. So yeah, if you guys want to go watch another video, you're more than welcome to. I just know from my experience, the ARs are all the same gold challenge. I can't vouch for that for every category though. But once you unlock the gold, then you're on to the next gun, because the platinum challenge is still not unlocked for that gun. Now, I think it would be pretty cool if they would have allowed us to do the platinum in polyatomic, as well as those siren camo challenges all at the same time if we wanted to. That would make it more interesting, because then you could get the mastery camo on your very first gun before any other gun, and kind of do it that way. But I understand why they did the way they did. Or allow us to unlock polyatomic camo before any other camos are unlocked on any other guns, and then we couldn't do a siren until we have all the other guns polyatomic. You know what I'm saying? It would have been really cool, but they didn't. So once you unlock gold, you will be able to unlock the platinum challenge on all your guns that are gold, and do the challenge. And then the same for polyatomic, and the same for a siren. I can do a more in-depth video for that if you want, but I'm coming close to the end of this video's amount of time I have for it, so we're going to move on to the next subject. Time to kill. I actually think it's fine. Yes, I know. At the beginning of my streams this morning, I was kind of worried because the TTK kind of seemed fast, to say the least. But it's not. It's actually quite good once you get used to it, if I'm being honest. I've gotten used to it now with a couple hours in the game, and it's really smooth. There's certain moments where you just want to cry inside, but otherwise it's perfectly fine. Map design is rough, but it's not the worst we've ever seen. Actually, this is one of my least favorite maps we're actually watching right now, which is the Electrodamic map, or whatever it's called. Definitely mid-tier on this game, but that's what the good. Let's go on the ugly. Let's get into the ugly side of this game, and that is, why do we nerf stims? Because stims don't do anything like they used to. The stim's basically useless. I've been trying to run stim, and the only reason I'm still running on my classes is so I can just charge into a room and get fucking shot up by a artillery mine or some shit, and I can just instantly heal. But the main reason you wanted to use a stim was to be able to heal and move a little quicker for a few seconds. That's unfortunately not the case no more. 2, I would say the leveling system needs some work, because I do feel like there's a lot of situations where I feel like I should be leveling a lot quicker on guns and on the player, but I feel like that'll be something that will be fixed and tuned on over the year. And I think the last and most important, biggest thing that a lot of the guys, especially the people I've been playing with and on my stream, have to notice, the crashing is horrendous. I've crashed, and I'm not even playing, I've crashed 25 times today. It was awful. It was god awful. They said they're investigating, so hope by the time this video comes out, maybe there'll be a fix out for it. If not, here's what's happening. Basically, if you're on PS4 and you're trying to play a PS5, or you're on Xbox One trying to play Series X, or you're on PC trying to play with basically everybody, your games are going to crash. I had to stop and end streams about 30 times today because of all the crashes. It was horrendous. But with that being said, I've actually used up all the time I had, so there's not going to be no regular live com gameplay for you guys today, unfortunately. But what I will do is plan to have one out probably tomorrow. if I can. Probably unlocking gold on the 54. I'll probably have a live comp video or something. I think my biggest thing about this game right now is I'm just feeling hype for it, which is something I haven't felt in a long time. So I'm really excited to play the game, and to me that's the most important thing, is just being excited for once. It's nice to enjoy a game again, like especially Call of Duty. It's nice to enjoy it. So shout out to Infinity Ward for making a banger ass game. And yeah, I'm excited for the rest of these videos, man. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. I'm putting some beats in the background too. I want to hype it up a little bit more, make it a little more and fun to listen to and watch. So with that being said, guys, y'all are beautiful, one of a kind people. If you like the video, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You guys know what to do, because you're all smart motherfuckers. And until the next video, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Dude, these kids are trying so hard to kill me, and I'm loving it.
Dude, come on, teammate, help.
Come on, I believe in you. Get this shit. I believe in you.
I can't, because they're playing ejected right as fuck now, dude. I'll go back. Alright, they're still.
What? He came up so quiet.
I could've got it too.
That was the worst mistake, trying to rely